everybody, welcome to my corner. So this is a reading about the rest of your 2023. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So this is the close-up for pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Feel free to pause the video or meditate and see, hear, feel, or smell whatever pile calls out to you the most. And I will be moving on to pile number 1. Okay. Welcome, pile number 1. So this is your 2023, the rest of the year reading. And we'll be going with the transparent card first. Okay, the plastic card first. So this is your card. I will be rearranging your card and see what is this talking about. I have the feeling that the year of 2023, the rest of it, is going to be the determining year or months where you are getting in touch with your own beliefs, your own reality, your own end goals and values and beliefs. So you are going back to the whiteboard, the drawing board, excuse me. But you're asking yourself again, once more, what am I doing? Was it aligning to my end goal? What activities that I'm doing right now, or hobbies or habits that I'm doing right now, is aligning with my beliefs, my end goals, my values or not? And you are asking yourself that questions, going back to the drawing board and checking, reviewing, reflecting whether it is aligning or not. If it's already aligning to what is your end goal you want it to be, then that's fine, that's great, awesome, keep doing it, keep going. But if it isn't, as in like you're getting distracted a lot, or you are putting too much energy to something that is not beneficial to your end goal or something like that, then I might think that the rest of the 2023 was the month where you are, or the months where you are reviewing them, rechecking, and making sure that everything is valuing to what your future wants it to be. Because sometimes as lives go on, we collect, we gather up things that does not serve us any longer, and yet we still keep it, and we still do that thing or activities or old habits that is actually not beneficial in the present moment or in your future where you want it to be. Okay, so let's take a look to your tarot card. With the graveyard card over here, it feels like you are asked to left behind things that does not in alignment with your end goals, with your values, with your ideal best version of yourself. Not other people, but your version, your best version of yourself. Yeah, there's this huge 8th house theme with the rest of your year of 2023. Some of you might have been a little bit anxious or worried when I say 8th house, because if you know astrology, it's not the best house. This is based on my experience, because, well, I can only speak with my experience, but as an 8th house person, a person who has major placement in 8th house, and it will be painful at first, but once you know that it is gone, and it is gone for the better, you will step forward lighter. It will be light, and you will move on with your journey to the future, to your ideal self, to the best version of yourself, much more lighter and easier, because you're not holding any those past baggages any longer, because it is gone. You are free to move forward. It's not gone because you just whoosh disappear or something like that. It's gone because you already learned the lesson. You've already know what you're going to do with this lesson, and you already learned the lesson from those past of yours. So there's no need to keep repeating. It's time to close the cycle. Yes, you need to end this. Stop hurting yourself more by repeating those past, whether it's memories or I don't know, habits or activities that does not serve you any longer. You keep repeating that, thinking you can relieve. But the thing is, you've already learned the lesson. You've already know what it means to teach you. So you've already got it. And it's time to move forward with the lesson that you've learned from your past experiences, from your past memories, past connections. And I'm talking about anything and everything over here, because it could be relating to things, as in memory, no, how do you say it, memory things that you left behind, things that, or memories or connections that is already ended, but you still keep clutching on it. And I'm not here to shame you or anything like that, because it is precious. Those kind of things are precious, especially if it's a connection or a person that you've left behind, a deceased person that you've left behind. It is very hurtful. But I see that some of you over here, like, you have grieved enough. Obviously, if you still need time to do that, feel free to take your time to grieve, to take your time to cry it out. There's nothing wrong with that. And I advise you, if you do have the resources to seek out for professional help, then feel free to do that, because you can never trust a random stranger in the internet. So just take what I'm talking with a grain of salt, okay? But here's the thing. It felt like to some of you, you are ready to move on. You are ready to move forward and make new connections, make new memories, and make new experiences. It does not mean that by moving forward, you are making a disservice to those things, to those memories and people and connections that you've experienced in the past. No, it does not. It only means that those memories, those past, those connections already become part of you, and it will not go anywhere. So there's no need to fear if that is what you've been fearing. Because to some of you, I see here that you've been holding and clutching to these memories or to this deceased person. It does not always have to be deceased, but someone who already get out from your life or already going away from your life. It could be someone like that, but the connection already ended here, and it feels like you're clutching so hard, keeping it in your chest, thinking that if I lose grip of this, then I will never get to relieve this memory again. But let me tell you, it will not be a loss. It will always be yours. It will become part of you. So it will not be a loss. It already becomes a part of you. So if it's a beautiful memories or a childhood memories or someone who you love so dearly in your heart, let me tell you, and I want you to take a deep breath and know that their memories, your connection, it will not be lost. It will be there always, okay? It will become part of you. So I see here that to some of you, you've been holding things, as in memory things, nostalgic things from the past, thinking that if I lost this, then I will lose the memories or the experience or the happiness, but it will not be lost. I know I keep repeating this again and again, but it felt like somebody needs to hear that. Okay. And if you need help in moving forward, please do seek out professional help if you have the resources. Okay, I'm not judging you or shaming you or anything like that, because life is a process. We are learning and relearning, unlearning, and learning. I think there's three things: learning, relearning, and unlearning things. And those three things are things that we do in our lives, and it's not something that is to be shamed. It just means that it's a progress. It's human. We humans are not static beings. We are changing, and sometimes we change for the better, and sometimes we are not. But the thing is, rather than shaming yourself for the things, for the person or the personality that you have become, I think it's better if we are just being kind to ourselves and ask ourselves what is the next best thing we can do right now, so that we can improve the situation and move forward to become the best version of ourselves. Not the best version of other people, but ourselves. Because everyone has their own different strengths and weaknesses and potential, and you know yourself the best. Okay. And if you think that you do not know, then this is perhaps the journey of your self-discovery. And what else? I see here in your tarot card, oh my gosh, you are going to meet with a lot of people the rest of 2023. Like, you are meeting lots of people, you are socializing more, you are joining clubs or communities, but in essence, you are meeting lots of people with different backgrounds, different experiences, in different timelines of their lives. And with that, you expand your perspective, you expand your point of view. And the thing is, sometimes when we are stuck in one place, we think that the world is so shallow, it's so small. But once you meet with lots of different people from all ages, all cultures, and you just expand your social or your network or your friend group, it feels like the world, not it feels, it is, your world become wider. It expands your horizon, the way you look at things, the way you see things. And it kind of helps that you have different perspective from different people on to see a single problems, and it gives you this eagle eye view that sometimes is needed to see an event or a problem or an obstacle or something similar. You will be attending a lot of party if that is something that you prefer, but something that is related to social gatherings. So you will meet with a lot of people, you will talk with new people, make new acquaintances, make new friends, and unexpectedly, actually it's not unexpected, it's pretty expected, but you will learn or you will meet with a lot of coaches and mentors. So perhaps if you're not someone who loves joining social gatherings or clubs or communities, perhaps you are enrolling in a course with other peoples and you met new peoples with different backgrounds, and then you met a coach or a teacher or something like that. It could be that this is sports related, it could be classroom course, or it could be community volunteering and something that is similar to that. What else do I see over here for the rest of your 2023? I see that to some of you might have still been in the process of grieving, and that's okay. You don't need to shame yourself. You don't need to put it under, to shove it under the rug either. Do not ignore it. Like, emotions are informations. They are data, and they will tell you something. So if you're the kind of person who pretend like nothing is happening, my emotion, I'm just turning off my emotions, but that I don't think that is serving you the best right now. It feels like your emotion is telling you something here, They are providing you informations, and I believe that this is the time for you to explore more and to understand and raise your self-awareness about this. What is this telling me about? What is this body telling me about? And if you do think that you need help from a psychologist or a professional that can help you in this field of yours, feel free to seek out, because what I'm talking right now is just take it with a grain of salt, okay? And next, I see here that with the 8th house theme, it felt like you are learning something behind the scene, like, oh, working in silence. Oh my gosh, I was thinking something that is 8th house related, but it's not just moving forward, like you're ending things, you're transforming, but you are also transmuting it. So from A to B, you're moving forward, and it feels like you're doing something behind the scene. At first, I thought that people are talking about you behind the scene, but it's not about that. It's not about people talking about you. It's more of you're doing things behind the scene, as in perhaps you've been, excuse me, I was too energetic, so it's the words are kind of jumbled up, but perhaps you've been learning a skill or learning or building new habits that you don't say it or post it in social media, or you just tell everyone that you met. No, you don't. I think you are developing something, whether it's a skill or a hobby or something that you are interested in, and you are putting efforts behind the scenes, so you don't tell other people about it. And perhaps you're learning something esoteric also, something that is not normally or easily accepted in the society. You know what, when I first see this about this hidden knowledge, it's some kind of like hacking or something that you do behind the scene. It's more of an ethical hacking. So perhaps you've been learning about what do hackers do actually. Excuse me, I'm not very well educated in that, but perhaps coding or computer science or something that about ethical hacking and softwares, I guess. Excuse me if I'm far off with the topic, because I don't really know, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I would love to learn more about that, but something that is hidden, perhaps it could be like definition is also possible, but it feels more of an esoteric. Perhaps it could be you are digging up your past, your family traumas, or the chains that keep repeating in your families. With the grieving here, it feels like you've been pressured. There is some kind of burden you've been carrying all this time, and it felt like this is the indication for you to put it down. You don't have to bring it everywhere with you. I think it's the perfect time to unpack and leave behind the baggage that does not serve you anymore. Yeah, I think that's it for your reading. What else? Do I see social gathering, meeting new people, joining courses, joining communities? By the way, communities, you can do it online or offline, or it could be both. And you are collaborating with people. So if you've been in a project or in work or college or whatever, you are collaborating more with people. You meet lots of people, or perhaps that's why you are meeting more people, because you are collaborating with more people and you're learning more knowledge, because there is some sort of, you are entering this, you are learning something that you are not used to learn before. It might have feel a little bit troublesome at the beginning, but I think that you can get the handle of this really quickly, because you've got each other back. You're not doing this alone. You have these mentors, you have these friends and and friends and acquaintances and colleagues that can help you. You have your seniors and people that can provide you helps and tips and so on if you need to ask for help from other people. This is such an interesting puzzle because you have this two sides, not two sides, it's like you're balancing things to keep things with yourself, to keep it hidden with yourself, and the other is to ask people for help. And I think you will find a balance with this. This is such an interesting puzzle. Let me know if this resonates with you, and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye bye. Hello there, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So this is the reading about the rest of your 2023. Okay, let's see what your card holds for you. Okay, so we got your plastic card or your transparent card, whatever you want to call it. And oh gosh, you are entering a very dreamy phase in your life. It felt like anything or everything can work in your favor. It feels like a too good to be true. It felt like a dream come true, to be honest. But other than that, it felt like you are entering a journey where you are embarking in a new journey. Okay, let me explain it to you. First things first, this is the theme of the rest of your 2023 is to be simple. So you are simplifying things that is overcomplicated before. You are building structures. You are creating and establishing routines, daily habits, goals that you break out into milestones so that you can achieve it daily, to make it simple so that your daily life or your routines is smooth, as painless as possible. Okay, because it feels like something in the past hinders you on your journey, something, whether it's a bad experience, bad habits, or so on, but it felt like it does not bring you the outcome that you want anymore. So you are taking out the nails, you are picking it apart and looking at things, what is benefiting me in my journey and what is not, what is still aligning with my values and goals. Because I get the feeling that some of you are embarking in a new journey, you're taking a new path over here, which is why when you are taking a new path and embarking in a new journey, you just can mindlessly bring everything, right? For example, you're moving to a new place and you just cannot bring every single thing that you have from your old apartment. You need to choose wisely what you're going to bring forward, what you're going to bring to your new apartment, because when you have this chance to reorganize, reestablish, and see whether the things that you have, that you own, is still supporting you in your end goal, to the ideal life that you want to create. And this is why it is important for you to take off your shoes for a little bit and check, do we have nails on it? Is it clean? Is this something that is stuck on the sole of the shoes? You need time to review things. And from that, from knowing your current situations, your present moment, you are able to create the structure, to plan the steps forward so that everything is much more simple. Everything is as painless as you can create when you do your daily life, when you are taking a step forward to your goals. And let me tell you, the rest of your 2023 will be very, very, very dreamlike. Some of you might have been holding your breath or walking in eggshell. Let me tell you something. You know what? Once this nail is off, like you pull it off, or you put the gum in your shoes, pull off, it's going to be easier to walk. And if you're not used to that, it might have feel like, oh my gosh, like this is too good to be true, and is this real? And let me tell you, it is real, and it is happening in your life. It felt like your wish are granted and everything and anything that you want. It feels like easily you're easily attracting that. It feels like you're just sleeping and things are just coming into reality as easy as it is. And to other people outside might have feel jealous or envious because what is this person doing? Because luck just keep visiting them. They just keep getting lucky from one thing to another, and they just get their dreams come true. But they're just doing nothing. It felt like they're doing nothing, and yet what they always wanted came true. But here's the thing, I want to tell you something. You don't have to suffer to get good things in life. Yes, you do need to work hard sometimes, but you don't have to suffer to think that you have the right to get these things. If you think that I don't want to work 9 to 5, but I still want to get the things that I want to buy, it does not mean that it cannot happen. Yes, obviously it can happen. And people are choosing what they want to suffer and lust for. And just because you don't choose to want to suffer from 9 to 5 job, like that is for an example, it could be anything, it does not have to be relating with jobs, but you don't want to put that much of an effort with your 9 to 5 job, for example, but you want to earn money from other things. And people outside who sees that you're not working that hard think that why does they get so many beautiful and good things and lucky things in their life even though they are not working hard enough. But here's the thing, you can get good things in life without having to suffer or without having to sacrifice yourself. It's mindset. I know I know it feels like I'm saying wishy-washy kind of things, but sometimes that is the case though. Because sometimes you manifest good things when you feel good about yourself. When you're suffering in some sort of situation, sometimes it's difficult to feel like you are manifesting good things in your life, right? Because everything is so tiring, you are so exhausted, you are lacking of sleep, you need more sleep, but you still need to do this and do that, and the burden is over your shoulder, and it's difficult to feel nice or to feel happy and attract good things in your life. Even if, for example, there are good things in your life, sometimes because you're too caught up with the situations, with trying to survive, it's difficult to see that opportunity, even if it's right in front of you. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I know that most of the time people are just trying to do their best to survive. Because sometimes people think that is the only option that they have in order to survive, and they will take it because they need to survive, and there's no shame in that whatsoever. But I want to tell you that in the rest of your 2022, you will see those abundance of opportunities. So that's why there's no need for you to suffer anymore, and then you choose where you want to struggle. So you don't settle for less. You are choosing where you want to get your blessings for and where you want to get your obstacles and challenges for. And sometimes it is much more better than that. It's better when you can choose where you want, in what aspect or in what fields you want to struggle or face challenges, rather than not being able to choose where you want to face your challenges. Like, for example, you're the kind of person who wants to get married and have a child, and you think that even when getting pregnant or birthing your baby is really hard and it faces a lot of obstacles and challenges to its own, it is much more bearable for you because you prefer to have this rather than to, for example, to bear the loneliness of not having a child. That is, for example, okay, because people are choosing different things in their life. They make choices all the time, and I felt like you in here the rest of your 2023 are choosing what you want to get your blessings for and what you want to face your challenges for, and it is much more bearable to you than previously. Oh my gosh, I cannot even lie, like you have the star over you. Like the rest of your 2023 will be very, I want to say glam. It's not glam, it's more like a dreams come true. I don't know if this is your Jupiter return or not, but it felt like everything is, oh my gosh, look at this. Like I already pre-shuffled your card, but I have yet to see your card, and oh gosh, I don't even know what to say about it. Like this is the best months in your life. I'm not saying that this is the only best moments, but so far this is the best one. Like you have a lot of things coming up for you, like a lot of beautiful and abundance of opportunities and friendships, and oh my gosh, like I don't even know what to say about this. I'm so happy for you. King of Pentacles, see, gosh, abundance, wealth, opportunities, Page of Wands, and Eight of Swords. Okay, so previously I see here that you've been feeling stuck. You feel like you're not moving forward, or you're not progressing fast enough, or you don't even know where to go. But here's the thing, it felt like you're embarking in a new journey, a journey where it is aligned with your end goal, with your hopes and wishes and your dreams, and this is the perfect time for you to take the step forward into your dream. Like what do you want? Like the rest of 2023 in here, like literally your cards all tells that there is nothing that is too difficult to achieve here. You can literally want anything and it will come true. Like for example, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to learn how to for example, play piano, but it feels like I do not have the time or resources or the perfect mentor or coach that can help me and starting my journey of learning how to play piano. But in here I can see that it will happen. It just is. It's as simple as that. It will happen in one way or another. You will find ways, or you will meet with people, or I don't know, suddenly you get a flyer saying that discount 50% off for your first lesson and learning how to play piano. It does not matter where it comes. It felt so magical, to be honest. It feels too good to be true, and I want you to say that this is real and this is for you, and feel free to claim it, because I don't know, the rest of your 2023 is just enjoy it. This is the blessings for you, and you need to claim it and enjoy this. Look forward with excitement, with curiosity, with this childlike energy, because you have so many good things in your life. New opportunities, wealth, abundance. I think some of you are moving, because I did make use of an example of you are moving to a new apartment. So perhaps it's a new apartment, you're moving to a new place, new job, because previously you've been feeling stuck here, but you are moving forward. Look, and if you're thinking about worrying about the resources, or do I have the money to move, or do I have the money to take or enroll in this course, then let me tell you, yes, there will be these resources, wealth, if that is what you've been thinking. And gosh, this is a time for you to take action, because I don't know, whatever actions that you take to your goals, It felt like the universe is granting. So when you take one step closer, the universe will take 5 steps closer to make it happen into a reality. So don't fear. There's no need to fear, because to some of you it felt like you are somewhat afraid and anxious to take a step forward. But let me tell you, it will just be fun. It will work out in your favor. Look at this beautiful card over here. I love this so much. And honestly, I don't even know what to tell you, because there's so many blessings you have ahead of you. To some of you, you might have getting in touch with your inner child, or your childhood hobbies, your likes, or the things that you enjoy doing when you are a child. You are getting in touch with that, and you feel this joy. You feel getting connected with yourself, and it feels like such a journey. Wonderful, beautiful journey. What else? What message that wants to came out? I think there is something that is... Oh, perhaps you need to pay attention to your dreams. I think that is something that I have yet to say to you. Pay attention to your dreams, because it unlocks a lot of things, whether it's about memories or a future predictions, or whatever it is, some sort of symbolism or anything like that. But perhaps you would want to do a dream journal and pay attention to your dreams. And yeah, I think that's it for your reading. I'll see you in my next video, and I hope it resonates. If it is, please let me know, and bye bye. Hello there, pile number 3. So welcome to your reading about the rest of your 2023. So this is your card. The theme is about looking properly. Things might not be as what you think it is. So it felt like this is some sort of message or a sign for you to look at things that you might have missed before. So it is asking you to look properly. Are you looking with rose-colored glasses, or are you actually closing your eyes and not looking at things? It felt like there is this, the universe are providing you with opportunities right in front of you, but you're not looking at it. But to others of you, you are looking at things with the rose-colored glasses. Perhaps some sort of connections that is happening in your life. You're thinking a lot about it, thinking, oh my gosh, you literally have two two moons card, and it is both crescent moon card. What an amazing coincidence. Oh, I think some of you might have... This is perhaps the perfect time for you to get into your subconscious, to look what dreams you have, to look at your past, your subconscious, the thing that is happening in your past, because I think some of you might have not framed it perfectly. And let's see with your transparent card. Perhaps it's also relating to your relationship with your mother, because I hear some sort of ugly duckling, and the message is not sent. Some sort of repeating those. I'm going to just open your cards and see what comes forward, okay? It might have been a little bit confusing at first, but bear with me. But yeah, I guess to some of you, it might have been your relationship with your mom, with your mother figure in your life. So because I know that not everyone is in a close relationship with their mom, or they don't have any birth mother connection in their life. So whoever is the mother figure in your life over here, perhaps you are looking at the relationship in a much clearer way than before. So you have the World, the Three of Wands, the Chariot. Yeah, it's about home and mother, because with the Chariot here it gives me this Cancer vibe, and home and stability. It's about, I think it's about your past or something that has happened in the past. It is encouraged for you to look at those and see whether you are looking at things properly or not. And please, if you do need to seek out professional advice for that or professional help with that, feel free to do so, and take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because I'm not professional and I don't have the certificate to tell you. Okay, I see that some of you might have need to, obviously. Okay, if you're ready for this, I think that the rest of your 2023 is the months where you are actually reconnecting with your mother figure, whether it's reconnecting as in your memories with them, or you are looking back at the memories of how they are treating you, because previously you're not looking at it properly, and this is the time for you to actually strip away the rose-colored glasses or the way you see and look at with a different perspective, because I know that not everyone has a supportive mother figure in their life, and sometimes not everyone is lucky enough to be born in the supportive family. And if this is you, perhaps this is how you are. I don't think it's necessarily mean reconnecting in with the person, but it's more of you are narrating your story in a different light in regards of your relationship with your mother figure. And with the Devil over here, it feels like you are recognizing that you have more power than you know previously. So if you know that in the Rider-Waite tarot, the symbolism is about two people with both of them are having a color, but the color is blue. So you are recognizing that the mother figure in your life is actually having less impact or control over you, and you are stepping into your own power while you recognize just how much of power you have over yourself. And that is to some of you, because that is extremely specific. I can see that. Let's see, there are a couple of themes over here, but to others it felt like what people did wrong to you, whether it's your bully or someone who treats you badly previously, an ex, or a mess up relationship, a toxic one, or friendships that gone so sour or things similar like that, but did not end up pretty good, or it ended up pretty bad. It felt like if they did you wrong, they will reap up the karma, especially with the Justice over here. It feels like they will be getting what they are sowing previously. So if they've been sowing bad karma, well, that is what they are going to harvest. But if they've been sowing good karma, as if, for example, they've been a supportive person in your life, of a relationship, friendship, or etc., that have been supportive in your life, and they've been kind and treating you fairly and respect your boundaries and etc., which means that they have been piling good karma for themselves and they will be reaping that. So what else? It feels like you are getting more comfortable with your own skin, with your own self, with the shell that you are living, because there's this emotional stability that is quite prominent over here with the Chariot and the Devil, because if I'm not mistaken, the Devil was the rulership is the Capricorn, the Saturn. So with the Moon and the Saturn, it feels like more stability in regards of your emotional state. It felt like if you're previously someone who is much more emotional, or you have more extreme mood swings, perhaps this is the rest of 2023 will be something that is much more stable emotional wise. You will not react to lots of things mindlessly or impulsively, but you are much more calculated and respond when you need to. Moreover, it feels like the rest of your 2023 is going to be the months where you are able to communicate what you want, because I see here that communication will be something huge and prominent with the birds here, and then the telephone and the people, and then Queen of Swords. I see here there will be lots of communication going on. However, I see here it's more of you are communicating your needs. You are finally setting your boundaries and communicating what you want, what you need, in order to able to function smoothly. And you're allowed to say that. You have the right to tell your, I don't know, your roommate, your family members on how is the best way to respect your boundaries. And if they do not respect the boundaries that you've set, even after you communicate them, then you are free to say no to them, to stop them from crossing over the boundaries and so on. It felt like there's a lot of communication going on, and you are finally communicating what you are needing, what you've been desiring. And I can see more oh my gosh, there is so much energy that is going that is coming forward that it's difficult to take a deep breath and calm myself down, okay? Because there's so much energy in your there's so much energy in your pile that it feels kind of overwhelming, as if the analogy is like the dam is opening up, finally opens up, and all the waters are coming forwards all at the same time. It felt like that. Probably some of you have been holding on to things for quite some times, and this is the months where you are able to communicate what you need, what you desire, and you are moving forward to what you want in life. You are asking for it. So you're not making yourself small. This is what I want, and I am desiring this, and I will take a step to achieve this. So you're making these things a reality. And if you previously are being held back, or thinking that you don't have the right, or it does not feel right for you to ask for this thing, this is the time for you to ask that. Because with the phone over here, and then Queen of Swords over here, and Justice over here also, it feels like this is the time for you to ask what you want, what you desire in life, or in relationship, or whatever field that we are talking about. Because there's this sense of expansion. Oh gosh, slow down. I know it's overwhelming, and there are so many things that you want to talk, but it's okay. You have all the time and space to tell your message, to deliver your message. Your words is important. I think I need to say that to you guys. Your words are important. it is worth hearing. It is worth the time. So do not censor yourself, okay? If that is what you need to tell someone in your life, or asking for something, then feel free to do that. Because it feels like whatever you want or you asked, you will get it. It feels like this is the time where you're able to expand more. And if you've been communicating to the world, or if you've been communicating the needs, it feels like it will be heard. It will finally reach to the person. And if it's not the right person, or if the person that you are trying to communicate with was purposefully trying to blocking you, or putting up a wall, trying to pretend that nothing has happened, or ignoring things, trying to look away and so on, even when you try to communicate things, it felt like they will finally you will come into, I think it's more you will come into a conclusion whether you want to keep this relationship in your life or you will cut it off. As in, do I still want to maintain this? Is this something that is worth in the future, or is it something that I deserve more and I will not settle for this relationship? So you're thinking about that. And if you think that this is not worth to be fighting for any longer, and you will clearly communicate that you will not want to continue, whether it's a relationship or a connection or a job or whatever it is, but it will be a clean cut. It will be direct and clear. There's this sense of clarity over here. No roundabout, no dilly-dally, and it's just you are communicating what you need. If they don't think that they want or respect your desire or your needs or boundaries, then you know what, that's it. I'm not going to wait anymore, because I know I'm worth more than this, and I will not settle for this kind of behavior. So you move on, and there's this expansion. You will try lots of things, and I kid you not, if you're someone who does not like public speaking or talking in front of people or debating or some sort of communication with other people, with you and the broad people, I think this is the time where you have the confidence, you have the spotlight over you, because you are able to deliver your message clearly. This is the perfect time for you to deliver the message. Moreover, with the expansion over here, I see that perhaps some of you might have been traveling overseas, traveling abroad, traveling overseas. Can I see what kind of vehicles or transportation that you are? But yeah, you're moving forward here. I don't see here that you are mulling over the past. Even when you say that look properly, it's more of you are changing the narrative that you tell yourself previously. So if you've been in the victim mentality previously, you are taking in charge. You're moving forward. You're expanding, finding new opportunities, better opportunities that suits you. People who will listen to your needs and desires and respect your boundaries. This kind of expansiveness, finding that the world is vast, and if in this place the people cannot respect my wishes, my boundaries, then I will find a place where they will respect my boundaries. So you're not settling for less. You're not settling for people treating you less than you are worth to be treated. And yeah, expansions, new places, traveling abroad, and changing your narratives, especially with this very specific mother figure, the way you narrate it, and you realizing how you have more power over yourself so that you can change the path that you are taking, and you are able to communicate with lots of people. You might have enjoyed public speaking, debating, or communicating with masses if that's what you've been interested in. And if you want to give out some news, this is the perfect time for you to deliver your message, because it will be received well with clarity and understanding. And what else do I see here? Yeah, it feels like you're making a new home. It feels like you are gaining or making yourself a new home inside yourself. Because when I see here this dog over here, it reminds me of the ugly duckling, when they become comfortable with their differences by understanding that it feels like once they accept themselves, and then they create a home within themselves, what other people say about them, it does not matter, because they know that what other people say does not matter, because they love themselves, they have their own back. And then they realize that people does not have that much of a power over me. I have a lot of power over myself, and they are stepping into their own power, and they don't let those differences make them feel less. And I guess that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates, and if it is, please let me know. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.